trust your instincts, and if it doesn't feel safe, then it's not safe.
Safety to me means getting home at night to my wife and children, and in the day while I'm at work with my colleagues, making sure my colleagues are safe, making sure they get home safe at night as well.
Safety is a way of planning a project to get a smooth delivery for a customer.
With safety in mind, the first thing that you do, you've got to go and visit the site and establish what you're allowed to do and what you're not allowed to do. We need to prepare a risk and method statement, a work package plan, a safety plan to fit in with those requirements, because every site's very different. And then really important is to brief your team with those key points to keep everybody safe.
What we've got in the railway that is different than anywhere else is train can, in depots in particular, move into different positions. There is a lot of people working on them. Access could be differently controlled depending where you are.
In any risk and method statement on rail, the big things are vehicle movements, big vehicles moving quietly.
At the end of the day, if you've got a 17, 18 metre wagon, the loco driver and shunter can't have his eyes everywhere.
They have klaxons to warn you about that. We work at height as well, but we're working off our scaffolds, making sure we've got the handrails on and the outriggers out.
We have overhead lines, which could be to 25 kV.
And also knowing when the power's on and when the power's off. You know, you learn that in your induction. You are protected by a padlock, you know, but the main thing is to know when the power's on and off.
First thing I do is like a sort of an overview, general overview of getting onto the site and doing a quick visual audit and look at the environment in which we're working and to just see if there is anything that we've missed while we planned the job and what control measure we've got in place to deal with the hazard. The little details are the things that the customer will notice. So is the access method that is there ready and inspected, is the fact that they drop off the liner of the graphic on the side, they're not coming off from the step ladders. It's those little details that make a massive difference and are noticeable to the customer.
But then also you've got to consider visitors walking through the workshop. You've got overhead cranes, you have got the noise, you've got welding activities. We were at the forefront of looking at how we could control the amount of fume that we got from welding. So we had a big investment in LEVs, that's on-torch extraction. And what that means is not only are we protecting the operator, we're also protecting the visitors and contractors that we're responsible for too. Visitors, they're always accompanied by somebody because we're quite wary that they might not have the knowledge that contractors have on the risks involved. When there's a contractor that comes on site, we like to look at what equipment they bring onto site. Do they look professional? Because the first impressions are, it speaks 1,000 words. And if it's a professional manner, if the equipment's the right equipment, then all of a sudden we're put at ease. And then it's just a matter of making sure that they are working to what their risk assessment and method statement says.
Safety is fun. I know it just sounds like a crazy thing. For me, it's all the conversation, it's all the ways that it's a means to actually improve the delivery of a service and to get a business and people to actually thrive. If you start a conversation with safety, if you approach it properly, you actually can get people to change the way we work, the way they behave, the way they learn, and essentially everybody improve and everybody actually benefit.
You trust your instincts, and if it doesn't feel safe, then it's not safe. So you stand back, you take your time, and if you still can't find that safe way of doing something, then you stop and you seek advice. It's simple really, everybody goes home unharmed and safe to their families. It has to come first, it's as simple as that.